Joe, I've stopped reading in bed because I don't want to train my brain that the bed is a place where I'm lying awake. So I'm not doing that anymore. And he told me I should be getting light first thing in the morning. So I'm getting straight out the house, even if it's raining. The rain's coming down. But I'm getting my bright light first thing in the morning, and you know, I know I shouldn't have slept in yesterday, but I just so sleepy and I had to. But please tell me I'm doing the course right. Am I doing it all properly? Because I don't want to be doing anything wrong, because I'm really worried it won't work if I'm not doing everything right. So am I doing it right, Joe? And the answer is, no, you're not doing it right, because you kind of missed the point of everything that I'm trying to teach you. And first of all, Josie, he's not a prick. You know, I know people who are pricks aren't very self-aware, so they think they're not a prick. So please do tell me in the comments if you think I'm a prick, and I'll try and do something about it, which I won't, because, you know, pricks don't do anything about being a prick. But you know, I'm warm, I'm cuddly, I'm soft, I'm kind, I'm gentle, and I never kind of am strict about anything. So first of all, get that out your head. Secondly, you've really always got to be thinking about the end goal of the treatment that I've got with you. So the end goal of my insomnia treatment is to help you entirely let go of your sleep, and just to be doing the behaviours of a good sleeper again. I want to get you to the stage where you're just as happy in bed awake as you are asleep, where you no longer obsess and worry about sleep during the daytime, where you essentially, you just accept poor quality sleep now and again and carry on like a good sleeper. And good sleepers, you know, they don't sleep well all the time, but they're just completely neutral and detached from their sleep. And yet I might say things like, you know, actually I don't say this, but you know, you shouldn't be reading in bed, but I've never actually said that. It's absolutely fine to read in bed. What I might say is, if you're someone who's taken to, you know, spending 16, 17 hours in bed, you know, with their insomnia, and you're watching TV, you're reading, you're eating in bed, and you're essentially nesting and living in bed, probably that's not the best idea. But, and I'll get rid of that and make that a lot stricter originally. But, you know, good sleepers, they will go to bed some nights and read in bed. In fact, here I am having a lovely time reading in bed, reading Treasure Island there. I'm not on fire, everything's fine. And so I read in bed. And do I go for a walk at 7 AM to get the light, even if it's peeing down with rain? I don't do that either. So I think, especially with people with insomnia, when you've got type A personalities, and people with insomnia are 3 times more likely to have insomnia if they've got that perfectionist type A personalities. They're so desperate not to do anything wrong. They want to do everything that I teach them absolutely perfectly. But it misses the point, because good sleep isn't perfect. Good sleepers don't do anything perfectly. I'm always, all the behavioural changes, all the thought pattern changes, everything I do, I've always got the end goal in sight, which is detachment, removal, and to stop the anxiety, the obsession, the worry around your sleep. And how I get you there, I don't really care. So if you want to drive to Newcastle, there's probably 100 different ways you can get there. You can go by train, you can go by plane, you can go by bus, you can take 20 different roads, you can walk there, you can go by camel, you can ride a donkey. Not many people ride donkeys in Newcastles anymore, but I'm sure it used to happen. But anyway, there's 100 different ways you can think to get to Newcastle. As long as you end up at the end goal, it really doesn't matter how you get there. So even if I say something on this video and you think to yourself, you know what, actually, that doesn't cause me anxiety, or no, you know, Joe said that, but you know, when I was a good sleeper, I used to do that and I slept fine, then that's your guide. That's the route you should go down. If it moves you in the direction of less obsession, less worry, then fantastic. Yep, initially, I want to rebuild your pattern of sleep by putting some, you know, bit of structure around your sleep with the sleep windows with counter control and things like that. But ultimately, how you choose to let go of the obsession, the worry around your sleep, that's kind of up to you. I can guide you down the right path, but everyone's different, everyone's unique. What works for some people might not work for you. So please, don't do anything obsessively, don't do anything ritualistically. Always move in the direction of less force, less effort, less control, and you too will be free of your insomnia. All right, hope this video has been helpful. Sleepze.com. See you on the next one.